volume's going up, but that's a thumbs up from the audio team. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to GenerOZity at PAX 2023. We're very excited to be back this weekend. This weekend we're going to be raising money for the Black Dog Institute. Black Dog Institute is the only medical research institute in Australia that is investigating mental health across the lifespan with the aim of creating a mentally healthier world for everyone. 1 in 5 people will experience symptoms of mental health illness every year. So to put that in perspective, that's over 5 million Australians every year. So that's a pretty large number. So GenerOZity is very proud to be working to raise money for Black Dog Institute. Let's see how much money we can raise this weekend. Now, I'd like to introduce some of the people that will be here. We've got some of them down in the crowd. Carl, hiding down there. Hello, people. Thank you very much for your support. You're on your way. This is only part of the team. The rest of the team are currently running around. We've got a bunch of people on the merch desk, but guys, if you want to introduce yourselves, and then we'll get into some playing some games, talking some things about GenerOZity. Callan, you can start.
What do you want me to say? Just introduce myself?
Well, that's generally how you do things. You normally say, hello, my name is Callan, and I do this.
Well, you're the one that's running this panel, so...
As all GenerOZity thinks, this is going smoothly.
I'm Callan, or also known as Game Train, with Game Train podcast. Carl, wave down there as well. My official co-host, who won't sit up here today for some reason. Yeah. So he always likes to make an entrance.
Yeah, take your time. It's not like we're on a schedule.
Well, I'm Buzz, Bazaar, or Zubsy was previously. Last year got involved with GenOz, so this is our second year round and can't be more excited to still be involved with it.
Hi, I'm Ash. That's it. Yeah, that's it.
My name's Sienna. I've been with the GenerOZity team for a few years now.
I'm Too Bratty. I was here last year for my first PAX. It's my second one with GenOz, and I've been with GenOz for a few years now.
Hi, I'm late. I'm the Lyrical. Hello.
So that's part of the team. The rest of them are out there at the merch desk now. We'll be selling a bunch of pins out there. We've got the Lovebirds, which we did in 2019.
Correct.
And
You want to show some of those ones off if we can get a... So we've got the Lovebirds going off, and we have...
we also have our our koala.
Fairy bread drop.
Fairy bread drop there, yep. And then this year we have our little scoop, if we can get close up.
Isn't it Wombo combo?
Wombo combo? I love that. That's great. But go get your pins.
We've also got a bunch of other stuff that's for sale up at the merch desk, so once you're finished here, make sure you go check it out, and all the money that we are raising will be going through to the Black Dog Institute. If you're looking to donate, if you go onto the GenerOZity website, and you can find the donation part there. I'm pretty sure it's generozity.socials. Help me out here.
It is, I think it's generozity.charity. So donate.generozity.charity.
There we go. So if you're looking to donate, please head to the website and have a look there. We are live on PAX 3 and GenerOZity, and we will be all weekend. Without further ado, let's get some gaming going. We'll talk some stuff. So over the years, GenerOZity, we've obviously raised quite a bit of money for multiple charities, so we like to change it up. This year, I don't even think we have set an initial donation goal, but let's say 10 grand to start off with. I think that's pretty... to start off with, I think that'll be a good goal. Now remember, the more money we raise, the more chance you have to get Joel, if you know Joel. He will be getting a tattoo. If you have been following the socials, he is aiming to get a tattoo of the GenerOZity logo on one of his butt cheeks. So the more money we raise, the more that GenerOZity, essentially will have a piece of Joel's skin, which sounds pretty morbid to be honest, but it is true. Why are we not playing games?
All right.
Who's in charge of games?
Left, right. Let's go. Heave-ho. New costume unlocked.
For the tattoos as well, Callan and I still haven't thrown
you
ourselves in
don't
the deep
tell
end.
them
We weren't going to say it, but we still need to get tattoos.
So if we get
That's also...
if we get 15k, I'll join Joel and I'll get a tattoo.
Yeah.
So
You're cheap. I went for 50.
I know I'm cheap. You know me. There's nothing wrong with that. Now over the weekend we've got a bunch of different things. So right after this, and thank you all for coming by the way, because I know the start of PAX, it's very exciting and people are everywhere. So we do appreciate you all coming. Coming up at 1200, we have the GCO, the GenerOZity Challenge Olympics, and I believe, Corbs, you're a part of that. Now, this is,
Hey, Corbs, we come second in that one too.
Oh no.
now, the GenerOZity Challenge Olympics is going to be a bunch of different games that Ryan, and you'll see him soon, has essentially put together, quite humorously as well. So we will have some audience participation for that. So if you're looking to be a part of the panel at 1200, come and see us after this one. We'll take your name down and we'll make a team up and you'll be versing a few people. So Corbs, who's with your team? I believe it's yourself, Two Braddy, Game Train and Trash Ash, correct? The Game Train. And The Lyrical. No, Trash Ash is there. I'm just saying The Lyrical because it's fun. So we've got that coming up, and then the next one will be coming up at 1:30 will be Hot Takes, which Romy will be leading that one.
Yeah. It's gonna be hot.
Really killing me.
Real
here.
spicy.
Now, Callan, now while everyone else is playing, we can have a discussion here, you know, a little bit of personality kind of thing. What made you join GenerOZity? I'll put you on the spot.
Well, how did I find out about it? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, 2017, Carl and myself met Joel, didn't we? Through happen chance, we were here at PAX and we wanted to do a podcast recording for our podcast. And Joel had set up a podcast on the promenade, like a little podcast recording booth down there on the promenade. And yeah, they let us go in there, record a podcast. Joel seemed to like us for some reason. So yeah, we ended up getting on the drink with him that night. Yeah, he just sort of started selling the idea to us, going, hey, what this GenerOZity charity thing? We had no idea what he was talking about. We were just like, that's really nice, Joel. And then I think it was 19, wasn't it? 2019, we got invited like properly onto GenerOZity that year, where that was their first year of doing Wombat stage here. And they also did a marathon stream leading into it for 3 days. Now, I still don't know how we did that because, you know, PAX is exhausting on its own, but we'd already done like 3 days of like marathon streaming leading into it. So, yeah, that's when Carl and I sort of got brought on board just as helpers sort of thing. We're just running around, getting coffees, helping with stage things, merch desk, all that sort of fun stuff. And then as time went on, yeah, we helped out more and more, and then ended up, you know, doing a lot of the organization and scheduling, running the events, and all that fun stuff.
Carl, do you have anything to add? Because you're a part of the Game Train podcast, so...
Oh no, that's the whole thing. Yeah, that's good.
Oh,
You know, we did the 8 hours of pin selling, and that got us, you know, trusted. And it was a good time. Yep, and then I guess the waking up at 4 a.m. to write a song in 2 hours, so, you know, sealed the deal to be like, oh, okay, these guys, you know, can ride the wave of chaos that is GenerOZity. And we've been, you know, doggy paddling and barely breathing ever since. It's awesome.
which is pretty much the story of GenerOZity, because it's gone like the same right now, where it's just chaos and we're just going with the flow. As you can see, we're all incredibly tired because we're downing a certain brand of iced coffee. I don't think I can show that, can I?
This is word for word the script I have here. You're nailing it.
Whichever one it is, it's really good.
Yeah.
But over the years, it's like in 2019 is when I met Callan and Carl. That was the first one that we actually all worked together. And I do remember that we had an Airbnb for 3 days prior, was it, I think? 3 days prior, and it was a consistent stream for 72 hours prior to us then packing all that stuff down, which took us, I want to say, 12 hours to set up. We packed it all down in 4 hours and shipped it down here to then set everything up again.
Yeah, so I think we finished packing the van at midnight, and then we met back here at 6 a.m. that morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was good times.
Which is much the story of how we do things, just off the cuff and just hope for the best. Thank you very much all for coming this morning, because this is very well planned by myself. Now moving to Buzz and Ash, would you like to have a bit of a chat about how you came to be a part of the team?
Yeah, absolutely. So getting sort of involved in our content creation side of things, we wanted something to do to also give back and not just be content creators. I'd also been through, I'm going to just get past this bit, and it'll be fine. No, okay, I died. Yeah, so I went through 2 years of leukemia treatment, which was quite intense, and sort of really wanted to give back in the gaming world as well as still being really involved in it. We met up with the PAX team at Fortress start of last year.
Yeah.
And it's all just sort of gone from there. We sort of got involved in our charity side of things and helped you guys with the marathon stream and just wanted to keep getting involved from there. And then it turned out to be sort of full circle kind of thing. The charity we were raising for last year, Game on Cancer for Cure Cancer Australia, turns out that the fundraising that had been done for them had been a lot of the fundraising for the specific trial that I was on. So it all sort of turned into a full circle and definitely worked out to be very enjoyable and definitely helps us know that we have given back. And yeah, we just love to be involved. It's always fun to give back, and still being involved in the gaming world, it just makes it even better.
Ash?
Yeah, I don't really know what to add. I'm his partner. Maybe I should have clarified that in the beginning when I introduced myself. Hi, I'm Ash. I'm just here. And yeah, it's been really amazing with GenerOZity. Our first event was the marathon stream, and we stayed up ridiculous hours, and I don't think our sleep schedule has reset properly since.
It never will.
No, probably not. But no, it's just amazing. The team is so cool, and yeah, I've been the caffeine fairy, making sure everyone's staying awake and do my rounds. And no, it's been, yeah, they're just really cool, really fun, and I'm so excited for this weekend, and it's going to be good.
We are also the cosplay nerds that we just spend a lot of our time cosplaying and then also helping with the charity. So we just like...
normally I shapeshift, so if it's like a random person in like a big pink dress, it's probably Ash, so don't worry.
Yes.
Romy, would you like to have a quick hello and how you joined us?
Sure. So it's honestly started, I was playing Mario Kart, as I always do, it's my entire personality. And I was in a lobby and I kept seeing the lyrical pop up in my lobby. And I was about to shut down my computer after a stream, and I saw the lyrical streaming, and I hopped into your stream and I yelled at you, I'm like, I know you. And you were like, I don't know what you're talking about. And you went off and raided someone. And then like I messaged you and I was like, oh, I play in your lobbies. That's how we got to know each other. And then I raided you one time and you're like, oh, we do this thing called GenerOZity, you should join. And that's where it kicked off. I came up to Sydney. What year was that?
When was Wizard House?
2020? Yeah, I came up to
21,
Sydney.
wasn't it? The slumber party
Yeah.
at the Wizard House, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, 2021. And then I've been with the crew ever since. And yeah, I love it. It's amazing.
And Sienna, if you'd like to finish off before we start playing some more games and getting some people up here to join us.
Yeah, for sure. So I lived in the Wizard House, which was kind of like the GenerOZity house for a while. So that was me, Ben, Joel, and Shlee, and that was kind of how I think we met at the first one I did, which was Slumber Party. But then I had been involved a little bit before with our the Fires campaign that we did. But most kind of important for me and my experience with GenerOZ has been a lot of the fundraising we've done for Cure Cancer. My mum passed away from cancer last year, and we ended up raising, I think it was like $25,000 in her name in the week after she died at the last PAX. So I think it's been so incredible to be involved in something that has such a tangible benefit, not only for people on our own team in terms of research, but also for our family members as well, and keeping their memories alive. And it's really lovely to be a part of, and it's a beautiful team.
Fantastic, thank you very much. All right, cool. If we are able to get some video game capture up there, and Corbs and Dill, would you like to come up and join us? We'll play some games, and we'll just talk some stuff. Again, thank you. That's your cue. We're really bringing the we'll do it live thing here, aren't we? It's fantastic. But as I said, raising money for Black Dog Institute, we will be having them on later on, I believe.
That's tomorrow.
That is tomorrow, isn't it, the segment? Excellent. So we'll talk more, we'll be having the team from Black Dog Institute have a bit more of a chat, a bit more of a deep delve into what they do and how they do things. I'm still on the big screen, that's concerning. But without further ado, let's get some gaming going and let's have a bit of fun for the next bit until we go on to the next segment. Does anyone have any questions? Why not? Does anyone have anything they want to know about GenerOZity or what we do and why we do it? Yeah.
I guess all our PAX shows, PAX normally lines up who we've been working with. So it was 19 was Game on Cancer, and 22 was Game on Cancer as well when we came back last year. And then this year's Black Dog, PAX decided to go work with Black Dog this year. And then in the past, like the Bushfires one we did in 20, that was a spur of the moment one. We put that one together in, what, 10 days?
Yeah, so
And
that was when I was-
that was because we saw what was happening with the bushfires at the start of 2020. We went, let's raise as much money as we can, send it off to, the communities that need it, etc.
Yeah, we split. So, I think when we work with PAX, we partner with them and we'll raise money for their charity, and we have that discussion with them. But when we do our own shows, it's more of a discussion between everyone and really the charity that really hits home the most. So I do believe we've worked with Cure Cancer quite a lot. But with the bushfires one, that was like all of us saying, hey, we need to raise money for this. With how the charity works, with being an auxiliary fund, it means we can actually decide who, we can hold on to that money, then send it out as we need. And that's, due to a lot of work from Schley and the board to get that up and running. So when we did the firefight one back in 2020, we were able to, I think, how much in total was that? That was quite a bit.
That was over 70,000 we did in that week.
Yeah, then we split it across I think it was...
between Victoria and
New South Wales, and I think WA as well, wasn't it as well? But we ended up being able to split all that money. So I guess we all just, when we think there's a cause, we'll have a chat about it, we'll see what their goals are, and if they align, then we'll raise money for them. Yeah. Anyone got anything else?
If there's any questions, sorry to interrupt, there's 2 microphones here at the front. If we can get the questions coming through the mics.
Oh, there is 2. Hey,
Yep.
Carl, do you want to be the microphone guy?
Sorry, I could not hear.
Can you pick up the microphone and you can take it down for the questions?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Of course.
Because you were late, so you get that. Well, the thing that's sitting on the stand right there. No, neither did I. Yeah, so that's, Thank you very much to the audio-visual team for helping me out there. Well, it's not now.
Do you want to do
Did
it?
you want to, down to the front, please, Carl.
Mid-hog?
How did you get a theatre, a whole theatre? How did that story come about?
That is a very good question, Callan. Do you know the answer to that? So we had this guy called Joel.
Pretty much Joel is the head of GenerOZity and probably one of the biggest hustlers I know in terms of getting things off the ground. That's what he's like. It's Joel. So he, as I said, he started with the podcast on the Promenade back in 2017, but his goal was always to somehow bring GenerOZity into PAX itself, like do something like, he didn't know where it was going to go at the time. But then in 2018, GenerOZity was given a little room upstairs where they were just operating out of. I think they were just doing a live stream out there for the 2 to 3 days over that year in 2018. And then I guess he showed, hey, we can do this, and I think he pitched the idea at Luke Lancaster, who was the old content director here at for ReadPop, and Luke said, right, I'll give you a go, and see what happens. So 19 was really sort of, I guess like a test run, really, see what would happen if we were given sort of, control of the content on the stage, and then we sort of pulled one out of the hat, really, that year, didn't we, Sam?
Yeah. And, it's been really fun to work with PAX on this kind of stuff because there's a lot of, obviously there's unique creators everywhere. And being able to showcase them and also raise money, which is the heart and soul of GenerOZity, like it goes hand in hand. So I would say more than anything, it's been pure luck, rather than any identifiable cause for us to be here right now.
Yeah, a lot of lightning in the bottle moment sort of thing,
Has anyone got any other questions? Make Carl walk for it. No, we don't want to hear more from me. People will be hearing more from you and I in the next panel. So much more. So on the next panel, Carl and I will be working in tandem during the GenerOZity, was it? The GCO. I can't even, I should remember the panel. This is awkward. GenerOZity Challenge Olympics. So Carl and I will be judges for that. where we'll be having the audience participation. So actually, yeah, after we finish this panel, I will get you to have a chat to Carl if you are interested in joining us on stage. We will need a few people to rotate through.
And just a reminder, if you would like to donate, you can do so at donate.generosity.charity. And thank you. We're up to 185 so far. Yeah.
We'll take that.
We'll take that. Do we want to move on to a Nidhogg tournament?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, fantastic. Here we go.
How do I get back? That's a great question.
Now this is going back to when we were discussing about what we were actually going to do for the first panel. We wanted to make this as chill as possible and go back to what we did normally back in the day for when we do our guerrilla pop-up marathons, and just make this as chill as possible, where we can just have a nice chat and game it out, rather than, because we know there's quite a lot of other panels right now we're competing with for attendance and being on PAX 3. So, by the way, I shouldn't be the only one talking here. Like, if we want to do, a little bit of back and forth, help me out here.
Yeah, you're really good. I'm enjoying listening to you.
Oh, yeah, thanks. That's, this is why I'm here, isn't it? The comedy relief. Thank you very much, Callan. How much until we get to shave your head?
I'm not doing that anymore.
Oh.
There's always a prize.
There is a price.
And what is the price?
There you go.
I do believe Callan said 50,000, and he'll shave the beard at least and go down to, what, a number 2? We'll go to a number 2.
Look, the last time I did that, I was then called out as a catfish.
Oh, you did tell me about that.
Yes, I know.
Would you like to...
Do you want me to tell them the story?
Share
All right.
the story.
So this was
can't leave people hanging like that.
was this 21?
Yep.
Slumber party?
Yep.
Yeah. So again, I grew my hair out longer and beard, etc. Because plan was we raise X amount of money, I shave it. Anyway, at the time I was I'd been leading up to that talking to a nice lady on Tinder and all that sort of thing, and was texting her and that, and then went to the told her we're doing this charity event and all that sort of thing, and then we hit the goal which we set, and so shaved off all the hair and the beard, etc. And then sent her a photo of of what I looked like, and she said, "Oh, you've been catfishing me this entire time," and then blocked me, and that was it. I was like, "Wow, thanks."
Now, I didn't help this situation because I did say you look like Dr. Eggman at one point, so it probably wasn't the most kind thing I could have said to you, but I wasn't wrong in my assessment. It was for charity.
Yeah. Well, it was for charity. I was like, I shaved it for charity. She's like, "No, you've been She's like, "No, you've been catfishing me this whole time. Your pics aren't real that you originally had." I'm like,
so we need to make it worth it to shave his head. So if we can raise $50,000 for a fantastic cause, Black Dog Institute, Callum will shave it. Again.
Hell yeah.
You look very sad about that. I'm going to get a tattoo for less.
him and I are already lined up to get
we did 2 tattoos this
We're
year.
a year over our tattoo due
We
date.
need to film that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. It
can
can
all
be
go
an
together.
on-stage thing. We can hire someone to come do it.
But not on stage.
No way.
I don't want to see that.
You know, I think we will run into some issues on the fact that we're
Let's
trying to
just-
live stream, some tattooing.
Just a little bit of a controversy there.
Yeah, so I don't actually think that we'd get away with that. But that is what it is.
Yes.
You're not alone with that story, by the way, Callan. I had something very similar. I took my courage to get into the dating scene at 17 because I was such a nerd and so scared of people. And I had a mop, like a pure mop. Like I had long hair and it was just so thick. And I was getting to the point where I was working so much that I was just sick of my hair. And I've been talking to this girl for quite a while and wasn't really interested and just sort of like, I don't really want to be in the dating scene at all. And then didn't tell anyone. I got home from work one night and just shaved my hair, just got out of the shower and I'm like, oh, no, I'll do it. I looked like an egg. Like, I have quite a large head. Shaving it was not a great option, and it was the same thing. We were just like, we'll go out one night and went to the movies, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not what I looked like in the first time you saw me. And yeah, I got blocked and on everything. It was quite awkward.
Yep.
Yeah.
Trying to do something, something for good, and that's the thanks you get. Yeah.
It's okay. He wooed me on GTA, so.
Yeah, that's how we met. That's
How did you guys meet?
Corbs.
GTA.
our
Corbs.
love story.
Thank you for bringing
How
that
much
back, Ash.
for you to shave your head?
How much would I do it for?
Yeah.
What's yours?
50.
So we have to do 100K, right?
Yeah.
You've got more hair.
It's a big job.
And we're on 205 at the moment.
Oh, you know, we might make
Really
it.
close.
Look,
We might make it.
you know, stranger things have happened, so...
When you go,
Look, if we get to 50K
Never say
and you
never.
shave, I'll join you.
No, I don't reckon you would.
Just the top. Just
Yeah,
the top.
yeah.
Not the beard.
just
No.
the top. No, just the top. This is staying.
Just time. Just this.
Just this.
Fantastic. It's only taken this long for everyone to start bantering. My job here is done. Thank you. But I'm actually glad, thank you for that, because you've taken it from being kind of depressing start to the morning with your two stories to actually something positive. So I was just like, oh, this is a fantastic start to
The
what we're trying-
caffeine's kicking in
The
now.
caffeine
so
is
we're
kicking
like,
in. We
warming up.
definitely...
So the romantic side of things actually came about during my cancer treatment. I got out of hospital. I was in pretty intense treatment through a medical trial. And I got home and was just like, the only thing that was keeping me busy was gaming. And one of my friends at the time was just like, hey, come play GTA with me. Like, I really want to play and just like get back into like customizing cars and like blowing things up. And I'm like, yeah, that's an easy game to play. Like, I've got no mental capacity on this chemo. Like, it was intense treatment. So I just had no brain power to be sitting there playing games that were like Call of Duty or Rainbow or anything. I'd just get so tired of it so quickly. So driving around on GTA was the perfect option. 2 days into playing GTA, he messaged me again, and I just had a really intense dose of chemo. And I was like a zombie. He was like, mate, you need to get up and do something. Like, you've been in bed for 2 days. And I was like, yeah, no, that's a good call. So I got up and started playing games, and 2 hours later, I was in Discord with Ash. And we were just talking, and then it went from Discord to the stream, then from stream to the DMs, and then
The first thing you said
DMs
in
to
the global
FaceTime.
chat, it was like, are you guys in Discord?
My mate had like
First
left
thing
me.
you said to me.
My mate had like left me to go do something, and I was like playing GTA alone, and Ash and her friend that were playing at the time were just blowing me up in this jet, and I was like, I'm bored. Like, I want to talk to people. I am so antisocial. I have been for 2 years of this cancer treatment, and then yeah, it led from that very quickly to
Our first date was at Peter Mac, and it was pretty cute.
yeah. I thought so romantic. It was lockdown, so I couldn't actually come see Ash. I was in Bendigo at the time, so I was like, oh, I need to like have an excuse to be able to like see you. And we'd been FaceTiming for like 2 months at this point.
Yep.
So I got to the point where I was like, I have a like psychology appointment and then like an infusion at Peter Mac, and I was like, I need a carer to come with me. So I like went to Ash's place, picked up Ash first, and we drove to Peter Mac for this cute little first date. So it all tied in very well. And then when we started with GenerOZity, we found out that yeah, my lead hematologist was funded by Game on Cancer, which GenerOZity did a lot of fundraising for. So a lot of my trial was funded by the GenerOZity campaigning that was happening throughout the past few years, which was crazy that it all just came into this giant full circle of everything, and then us getting back involved with GenOz. And then last year and this year I did a lot for Game on Cancer in relation to that as well. So it definitely has come a big full circle side of things.
Sorry, I'm still stuck on the part that you slid into the Discord.
It was smooth, okay? It was just like, I'm bored, I want to talk to people.
He was like, you guys in Disc? And I was like, yeah, here's the
I
link.
think I said that to Cobra, because Cobra was just like, he said something in chat, and I was just like, you're playing together, like you guys in Discord, I'll come hang out. Because it'd been like half an hour of these guys just following me around in a jet, just blowing me up. I'm like here customizing cars and driving back and forth from my apartment to the garage in GTA. And these guys have been following me around. Like every time I came out of the garage, it was just blown up. I was like, okay, you've been following me around for this long, I'm going to talk to you. Like, I've made friends at this point. And yeah, then Ash, we were talking for like 3 hours in Discord, and your friend ended up getting off. And then we were still talking, and Ash was streaming that night. And I thought, oh, I'll just like come watch. And then it went from watching to following you on Instagram. And then, yeah, now we're the
Living
cringe gaming couple content on Instagram and TikTok.
We're so late.
Don't judge me.
I was just going to say cute, but you know.
It was very cute, yeah.
Yes. Yep, Carl. He's been eagerly
waiting
waiting
in the
this
wings.
moment.
For each of you guys, been with GenerOZity as long as you have, what has been your most memorable event or stream that you've been a part of for GenerOz?
You're looking at me like you want me to go first. I think for me was the firefight one for me. So I was, when the bushfires came around, my parents had a property, lots of bushland, and most of my friends and family were down the south coast where the fires were raging down the Shoalhaven. So for me, it was a very personal one to be a part of. just because there's certain things that we have that hit close to home, and you're like, yep, we're going to do it for that. So organising that and running it with the team, that was the Sydney one out of the Audio Technica office. So I was running the scheduling that year for that, and seeing the money go up and just seeing how, I think it was a very emotive time for everyone, not just, me personally, but the whole of the country. So seeing how willing people were to give to that, and it's like with every year really, but that one for me, hit closer to home about how, quickly people are willing to help others and donate. So the firefight one was the one that hit home for me.
Probably 19 when Carl and I first joined, because we didn't have any expectation or anything what was going to happen, did we, Carl? Like, we got invited to the house where we were doing the 3-day marathon, and then Joel's like, oh yeah, we've got the Wombat Theatre as well, so you guys can come and help on that. We're like, okay, and we had no idea what we were sort of walking into, I guess, that during that week. Just from just meeting all the people like yourself at the marathon that leading up to it, and then PAX itself, like doing all the stage stuff, sea shanties when that went off that first night, that was fun. Because again, Joel's like, yeah, we're doing these sea shanties, and Carl and I are just like, what are you talking about? So yeah, no, I'd have to say 19 PAX for me.
You've got to multitask now, Buzz.
Okay. Serious note, being involved in the gaming scene side of things for helping other people, like that makes a massive difference to me for what I went through and how relatable it is to knowing how dark it can be in the gaming scene. During that cancer treatment and anything you're going through, gaming for a lot of people is such a huge relief and escape from reality. And during my treatment, a lot of my escaping was through gaming. Like I was locked away in a little apartment for 2 years of my treatment and very sort of out of it completely, not during COVID as well, couldn't socialise, couldn't go out and walks, couldn't really do a lot of things, and gaming became a massive part of my sort of escape from reality and feeling like I could still do something. And being able to pass that through back into fundraising and charities and knowing that other people can have that same experience is massive. So us getting involved and sort of knowing how much these guys in the past have helped me, GenerOz, knowing that it has come full circle and a lot of my trial was funded by GenerOZity and Game on Cancer and Cure Cancer Australia, it makes a massive difference. And a lot of people did talk to me during my treatment, like, how are you staying so positive? Like, I wasn't really aware of how sort of positive I was throughout my treatment, and I had a really good mindset of like, shit happens. Like you can't stop things from happening, and I just tried to be as happy as possible, and gaming was a massive part of that, how positive people were online, how supportive people were from like my previous experiences in gaming and friends that I still had online. Like the messages I get every now and then, like, hey man, like you haven't been on for ages, where you been? Like I used to play for a competitive Rainbow team, and they asked me one day if I'd like to play, and I was like, hey guys, like I'm in hospital, I'm going through cancer treatment, and all of them were just like, what can we do for you? And I got a really nice package from them, which was just like a Rainbow Six hoodie and a nice headset and everything. Like, get cozy, like play games at home. If you ever want to play with us, you're more than welcome to. So like the gaming community as a whole is so positive in that term of things that being able to give back makes such a massive difference. And it is such a serious topic that can make such a huge difference. And the work that people do can sort of make that known. And especially us here at GenerOZity, like gaming is a huge part of all of our lives. I think it ties in really well. On a fun note, I think the other more fun experience was our first involvement was the marathon stream, being up at 4 a.m, getting glitterfied by Ash. My beard.
I'm still finding glitter in the house.
It's going to be a locked-in memory for a very long time because there is still confetti, sour lolly wrappers that we're finding in like the most random places. I think we went through like 100 of those like sour candies in that stream, and we're still finding glitter. Like we clean the house every now and then, and we're like, it's been like a year and a half, and there's still speckles of glitter throughout the whole house.
I put glitter in his beard, and it did not come out. I was like, yeah, it'll be fine. So I mixed like glitter with gel. Bad idea. Don't ever do it. I was like, no, it's like cute glitter beard, you know. We'll do it. And then he was like, it's not coming out.
I was in the shower for over an hour, and it did not come out.
Was it the biodegradable stuff or was it just regular glitter?
No, it was just
It was-
really cheap Kmart. I made a potion. It was great.
Yeah. I think we had like 2 days of me just sitting in the shower, like scrubbing my beard in so many different ways, and it would still come out. And I had no idea how to get rid of it. And I was on Reddit, surprisingly, and found someone that was in a pretty similar situation. They were in America and did a charity stream for one of the big charities over there for their Chicago Institute. And they were like, oh, I did a charity stream on Twitch and put glitter in my beard and I can't get rid of it. I'm like, what was your fix? And he replied to that thread on Reddit and he was like, oh, you need to get baby shampoo. I was like, went to the shops and it worked. It was,
There you go.
The one fix was just from some random guy on Reddit and he was in the exact same situation as me.
I learned my lesson, but I would do it again.
Ash, your favourite segment? Or your favourite?
Your favourite segment.
We did a massive segue around that question.
Yeah,
But
I was like,
yeah, which one's been
whoa,
your favourite segment?
Let's pull it back. Oh my gosh.
Do
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I can see.
That's a good question. Probably the sea shanties, I feel like is just always my favorite. Last year, because last year was my first PAX, so I'd seen the sea shanties on the marathon, but then when it was here in the theatre and everyone from everywhere was coming dressed up and it was just absolutely amazing. It was like a nightclub, but a pirate nightclub, and it was so cool. And I was like, hell yeah, like who else would want to do anything else tonight but sea shanties? So you should come. It's tomorrow night, by the way.
Absolutely.
Sea shanties is also a very good memory. I think I've never taken my shoes off and socks off for money, but this is for a good cause. So that's a good memory.
There was lots of dogs out.
Thank you for
Yeah,
clarifying that.
lots of puppies on the floor.
There was lots of feet.
So that's a very good memory. Waxing everyone's legs at slumber party, that was
Yeah.
fun. That was great. Callan's looking like he's remembering that with horror. I enjoyed it. So there's,
Did you do the pulling?
I did do the pulling with Lucky Bones, and that was very fun for us. Not so much fun for Callan, I don't think, but a great and very fond memory. But probably last year. I think last year was, a massive one for us as a team. The amount of money that we raised in such a short amount of time was just incredible. But yeah, there's some really nice memories, I think, for us as a community, but also for charity, which is always lovely. But yeah, waxing Callan's legs. That'll always be the answer. Romy?
I would say all of the memories are amazing, but I think last year I really enjoyed, absolutely last minute, I danced up on this stage. I was meant to have an emergency troupe, which I'm supposed to have again this year, and I don't know what's happening again, but it was nice to get up on stage. I danced competitively for 10 years, and I hadn't performed in a long time, so getting to dance for charity was amazing. Even though some of the donation incentives, I would tell people, make me do something and I'll get up and do it. So I think my favorite memory would have to be when Max was playing horses. I had 2 individual donations. One was for me to pretend I was riding a horse, and then a few minutes later, someone donated and said to pretend to be the horse. So I think that's definitely a really funny memory. But yeah, all memories with Genos are just incredible. Yeah, but that one's definitely a hilarious one.
I think to add to that, the Sunday last year, we were here ridiculously early after quite an intense Saturday night. We all got up ridiculously early for the stretch redeems, and I think the only one of us that had any brain power left was Panda, and it was just the most intense and fulfilled thing that we were thinking, this is going to be really chill and quiet, and then it just turned into the most funny segment that we can remember, and it was 10 o'clock in the morning on Sunday after all of us were just so tired from the night before.
So Twan said that bananas are banned from that section now after
I
last
still
time.
use that foot
Yeah,
stretch.
Ryan had, 20 bananas that morning? 15 bananas?
I reckon we make Ryan do it again.
No bananas are getting banned because that was just very entertaining.
There's a price.
That was quite hilarious. For us thinking it was going to be just a quiet, chill thing, I think Twan is quite traumatized by that because he was like, yoga, this is going to be really relaxing and nice, and it just, no, that's never going to be the case. Yeah, that was quite funny, and Romy was a very big part of that in making sure that Panda didn't behave himself.
Sorry, I'm in the middle of trying to run away
This
from
is,
Callan.
this is really intense.
This is a quite
This is
intense
why I
battle.
wasn't supposed to be given a controller because I will get
hard to
quite
talk
competitive.
It is, yeah.
And I'm trying not to swear while people are, having their wholesome conversations. So you don't want me to interject and say, "Oh, Callan, you should get out of it." Thank you very much.
Did anyone have any other questions?
Thank you.
Have we run through the schedule for the weekend?
Yeah, it could.
Yeah, Sam, you have the schedule.
I do.
Yes, Sam,
Come on,
open the schedule
multitasking.
right now. And
Read the
read off
schedule
it
out. Yes.
really
I have it here, so Sam, you can concentrate on your battle.
Thank you
don't
for the
let him
coverage.
Okay,
Game.
we're not letting concentrate. We're getting Sam to read
Got to
it.
multitask.
I'm
So-
trying to. We have raised $230 so far in this segment, so thank you very much for everyone who's donated so far.
And you can keep donating at donate.generosity.charity.
Do we have the overlay working for the stream?
Oh, goddamn. Oh, no, I think you got me here.
I just threw the bow at you. That just seemed really
I'm,
rude.
I'm gone here, I think.
Don't get it. Okay.
Okay, so schedule. Where are we? Welcome to GenerOZity's now, so hi everyone. We're here. Thank you for going. Today we also have from 12 to 1 the GenerOZity Charity Olympics, which is the audience versus some of the content creators that is going to be quite entertaining. So if you want to be involved, definitely come hang out.
Not competitive whatsoever.
Sam can take over the schedule from here then. He had a quite intense battle. Anthem Jam, live recording. Who's that with?
Where were we up to, sorry?
Anthem Jam.
Hang on, let me just make sure that we're on the same page.
I am on this one. We have the GenerOZity Anthem Jam live recording.
Yes, I will be able to tell you who's on that because I have the GenerOZity Curse Cakes, OBS. I'll get back to you. Oh, live jam. Yes, that's Alex.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, so that'll be Alex doing some EDM stuff, really, making a song from scratch. He did one time where he remixed Joel from Shanties, not actually singing a shanty, and it's an absolute banger.
I think there was talks of this year we're trying to get the clip of Joel getting emotional from the end of the charity stream last year. So that's going to have to be a bit of a remix for
Yes.
Joel specifically. Then we've got, moving into Saturday, we have the Black Dog Institute panel, which is just a bit of an information session about what we're doing and what sort of the meaning behind it is and what can be done and what we're helping out with in that terms of things and what Black Dog actually do.
Megathon round 3 will be on from 12 p.m. on a Saturday.
That's you, Corbs.
No. Don't make me do it again.
I thought we were going back and forth here.
Oh, you're doing
Oh,
cute thing.
We're doing
Really
this
made a
cute
mess
thing.
of it.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're a cute couple, aren't we, Sam?
I'm still riding on the high from beating Callan, so I'm a bit distracted.
What did we go from? The roulette. Are we on the same page? I have a feeling we're not on the same page here. Black Dog Institute.
I mean, yeah, we're talking about, round 3 at Megathon, 12 p.m. on the Saturday.
On the Saturday.
See, I'm running off the run sheet that I've got
This
with all
is
my
the
text.
live
This is
schedule.
the live
Yeah,
schedule.
so I'll let you continue because
Okay.
I can give you the details. We'll do that.
Then from there, we've got the Robert Hartley GM presents the D&D Death Roulette. So I think that is going to be running.
That's not with GenerOZity.
That's not with GenerOZity. I think that's just a separate one that's in this theatre. Sea shanties, everyone better be there because it is quite entertaining and fun. That is.
You've missed a whole lot in the
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot missing from this as well. So I think yours is actually
Maybe
going to be a
you
better
go
reference.
first.
Yeah, I'll
Doesn't
just go
have
through that. So
everything.
So where did you drop off? Yeah, so we'll be having a D&D match at the 1:30 p.m. on the Saturday. What?
You're in the finals.
Oh, for the love of...
Who else is in the final? Am I
I
playing?
think it's you.
Did you win?
Yeah, I won.
Yeah, right, we're going to
All right. We're multitasking and
Yeah,
talking
I'm going
about
to
the
see if I
schedule.
can do this. Then we'll be running through to Megathon round 4. I'm happy, let's
It's
go.
your hair.
Then whose content is it anyway? On 6 p.m. On the Saturday, leading into a set by the Mean himself, the Lyrical. There he is, Lyrical. Thank you. Are we going? Okay, we are. Then into the sea shanties. So if you've ever seen this, this is going to be fun. If you've ever seen the sea shanties, it does get quite. I'm trying to learn the control. You gave me a big one before. This is just not fair. Yeah, if you've ever done the sea shanties, it's a great laugh. So do come along. There's a lot of fun to be had there. I'm just going to keep running there. And then at 10, oh, you got me there. Coming into Sunday, we have Stretch Redeemers for Gamers. And Twan, I do believe I just saw you hiding over in the corner. Is that correct? How do you throw? Okay. It looks like I'm trying. Yeah, so Twan will be leading. Went down a hole. Twan will be leading the Stretch Redeemers for Sunday. We'll be then going into round 5 of the Megathon. Good luck, Corbs. And then another D&D, but every roll we do is for real. That'll be from Zach from I Speak Giant. There we go. Sweet. Leading on that one. Thanks for stabbing me there. On the Sunday, 3 p.m, it'll be a GenerOZity sing-along. Then we'll be going into a Slimerpalooza and the auction and prize auction and giveaway.
Yeah, we're doing a speed auction on the Sunday.
So we will have confirming we do actually have an actual auctioneer
Yes.
for that one, Callan. So Callan, can you talk to that a bit more? All right, Buzz, you're on.
Sorry?
Yeah, talk about the auction, please. I got to.
Oh yeah, so
redeem
Sunday
myself.
afternoon, we've got a actual auctioneer that will be sort of leading that. We're going to do a speed auction. We're going to have a whole heap of items to sort of just, sell off really, or all proceeds going into the charity as well. So yeah, that should be a lot of fun. See how that goes.
Thanks, Buzz.
These are like these Reddit stories, and you got the little Minecraft. Like, keep you guys distracted. Make sure you're listening.
Yes.
Yes. Minecraft parkour is my personal favorite. Keeps me really entertained.
Sorry, I am now so deeply engrossed. Thank you.
It's the
Engrossed in
final,
this.
so you know.
Well, it is a final. Yeah, I didn't even know I was going to be in this. So this is.
Semi-finals, sorry, I should have said.
Oh, okay. Now
Oh,
you
semi-final,
just.
semi-final.
Oh,
Whoop, okay.
that's the end of the schedule.
Yeah. Okay. Now this is. Hello, Buzz. Oh. Okay. This is going to be a bit of back and forth. Can somebody check while I'm distracted if we have had any more donations?
We're still at 2:30, but you could donate to donate.generosity.charity, and the link is now in the chat. Yeah.
Yes. Carl, you're up. Carl?
Where did he go?
Yeah, that one will be working. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, there we go. For the content creators specifically, what are some of your favorite incentives to run when you're doing a campaign? What are the ones that you have the most fun with, and which ones do you find are the most successful?
Why are you looking at? Sorry.
I couldn't hear that. Sorry.
I couldn't hear properly.
Sorry, no, I was distracted. What was that again? Sorry.
Sorry.
So I was hoping they were going to,
Yeah, no worries. When you're running your campaigns for the content creators, what are your favorite incentives for donations to run, and which ones do you find work the best for you?
So over the years, we've done quite a lot of incentive things, and we generally do. Thank you. We generally, when we're doing our 24-hour or our marathon streams, we'll have quite a lot for each segment. The ones that are the dangerous ones, and this is from personal experience, is anything to do with hot food. And we're talking about spicy food. I have had the unfortunate error in ways that I have had to have Bunster's hot chili, and then somebody donated $250 and I had to do a shoey of pickle brine. So the ones with food can be very dangerous. So I wouldn't say they're fun. They are good for incentives when you're looking to try and get that. God damn it, Buzz. When you're getting that interaction with the come here, damn it. When you're trying to get that interaction with the donations, but it's a double-edged sword with anything spicy or anything to drink. All right, I've done my piece.
I think people just like to watch you suffer. So we got the really cheap sour candy from Kmart, and we're like, yeah, this will do. And then someone donated a lot of money, and we put 10 in our mouth. And I woke up, and my mouth was just it's so much pain the next day. But yeah, anything really messy is not fun for us, but everyone loves it. Things like drawing on yourself, stickers, stuff like that, if you can. Tattoos, dyeing hair,
Waxing legs,
waxing
taking off
legs,
socks.
shoeies, feet out, if you'd like that.
Feet out.
Also, a pie to the face is. I feel like GenerOZity has used the same video of me smashing a pie in my face for the last 2 years. But for me, definitely shoeies. I actually got a tattoo. I got a toadette tattooed on my arm for GenerOZity. It was one of my donation incentives. And then, yeah, hot food, which will be the panel at 1:30, where I'll be torturing 6 lovely content creators with a lot of donation incentives for that one too.
Yeah, I think like with the whole incentives thing as well, it's like if you are a content creator and you're raising money for charity, is a good way is, well, obviously be prepared to do everything that you've put up, right? Because there's a fair chance someone will drop money to have you do whatever it is. So always be prepared to do that. And then also have a whole heap of, and this is just like if you're doing like a stream or whatever, like a whole heap of different incentives starting at a low price up to like the, obviously, you know, go for tattoos, etc. for the higher prices. But yeah, you just keep everything nice and varied, etc. Because, you know, yeah, it's mostly the ones that make you suffer anyway, those like more hot food. I actually, last year, when Carl and I were running the hot takes panel, someone donated for me to have the wasabi, and I almost vomited on the stage here. Because I can't actually do hot food at all.
Yeah,
and I was hosting a hot food panel, which was just stupid to do that.
That's me.
Yeah, so
2 hours. But I got milk, lots of milk, so I'll be fine.
I managed to convince Ash. I love spicy food. So spicy for
He
Ash
was
is
like, heck
pepper.
yes, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm so down for it because I'll embarrass myself with spicy and sour food any day of the week. But Ash is spicy pepper.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting. I still don't know how I managed to convince you to be on the panel with me. And
For charity.
yeah, I guess. Just not being afraid to embarrass yourself with stupid things for it, I think is the main one as well.
Yeah. You'll do literally anything and everything that you say. Someone will come by and be like, boom, $200, and then
Yeah, I gotta do it.
You gotta do that. It's good to have like little incentives, so like smaller goals as well as milestones. So when you hit like $500, this happens, but then you have like every $10 I do this, because it's good for people who come by and just like want to drop like a little bit of money, but don't want to feel like they're hi.
And then it's also knowing your community as well. Like
Yeah.
with Fred McKay was doing a panel last year, which was really an OBS information panel, but I gave him like a whole packet of like those super hot chips, you know, those corn chips, and I said, you know, take these up to sort of get some money going, and they priced it at $250 a chip for the panelists, but they actually went through the whole packet that night and raised, I think, in an hour, like almost $3,000 or whatever it was. Like, so it's knowing your audience. That,
definitely.
Like, they knew that there'd be people watching that stream that night that would, you know, pony up the money.
Yeah.
So that's why they put it at such a high price, and you know, it did pay off. But
You get the best of both worlds. You get the entertainment from it, and you donate to charity. So if you're going to embarrass us, do it.
But yeah, you've got to find that sweet spot where it's like the goals aren't out of reach and people feel like, oh, I have to donate so much money and it's not really fun, and like you kind of want people to even just drop $2, $5 and still have that ball rolling and that fun, especially for like smaller creators and stuff like that. And you know, my streams are pretty small, so I like to just have smaller goals that I can do so that people like can and will interact, and we can still have a really good fun stream. And you know, it's really important to know that like you don't have to hit 3K in one stream. You can do like little bits. It matters. Like it's so important. Whatever you raise, 150, less than that, it doesn't matter. Like it all counts up, and once you pull it all together, it's like, wow, that's a lot of money. So you know, don't feel like you're pressured, and just have fun with it. People want to hang out with you and donate for you and make you do crazy, wacky things. So just have fun with it.
I'm getting slaughtered here.
you're really invested right now, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm like, it is pretty back and forth, and I am cognizant of the time. How are we looking up there? So I'm just going to totally throw the AV team. Are we looking pretty on time there, guys?
You've gone over a minute now.
Fantastic. Let's see if we can. I think Sienna's
It's
going to
11:30.
absolutely. Okay, I just got curb stomped. That's fantastic. This is going to be a lot of back and forth. I don't think we're going to end up doing
The final battle.
That is the final battle.
Welcome
I'm
to the
getting,
next
yeah,
3
I'm gonna
days.
do-
We need the Rocky music
The
in the
whole
background.
weekend.
Oh,
Come on.
just sound effects.
Save it. Yeah, this is, This is going to be the concern. Thank you. This is the concerning part where we're getting to this last screen. It's just a lot of me going, no. Don't do it, Sienna. Stop it. Stop it.
Did anyone have any final questions before we finish up the panel?
Yay.
Are we good? Yeah. Slay.
And on that absolute appalling end on my behalf, Thank you all very much for attending our, we're just going to call it our Seinfeld panel because it was a panel about nothing at the end of the day, let's be honest. But thank you very much, everyone who is here attending and everyone that's watching on PAX 3. Very much appreciated for your attendance this morning. Are we doing a selfie while we're doing this?
Yeah, we are doing this.
I'll keep talking while you're doing that. We've got a lot more content coming your way. Please stick around. If you are wanting to be a part of the next panel, please see, you know what, Tuan, I'm throwing you into it now. Please see Tuan. We'll get your name down and we'll bring you up on the next panel and we'll have Ryan discuss it shortly. But thank you very much, everyone. Have a fantastic day. We are GenerOZity and have an enjoyable PAX. Thank you very much.
Don't forget, you can donate. Donate.generosity.charity.
It's in the chat now.
Yippee!